man dead without question, and that same man alive again.
What frightens you? Being wrong. Wagering eternity on it.
How was your reaction when you learned that you are going to play Jesus?
Well, I thought they made a mistake. I was like, oh, I think you got the wrong guy. When I realized it wasn't a mistake, then I thought it was a miracle. Because as a kid, Jesus was my first superhero. You know, everyone's like a Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man. I thought Jesus was cool. I looked at the Bible more like a comic book than like this sacred text. And so I just wanted to be Jesus. I thought, oh, I'm going to be Jesus when I grow up, and that didn't work out. I became an actor, and I thought, well, the best role for me would be Jesus if I could. But I never thought it was possible. I never thought it would happen. So when it did happen, I felt like this was a miracle. Because it came from nowhere. I wasn't expecting it at all.
Oh. But you're a method actor, so you became Jesus.
No, I didn't become Jesus. I don't think that was possible.
Do you think in a time of religious tensions all over the world, a movie like this can change something, can wake people up?
I think a movie like this reflects how humanity has not learned. The challenges that Clavius had 2,000 years ago, that the Romans and Judea and all of these conflicts that were going on 2,000 years ago, things haven't changed that much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Resurrection has been the topic of many movies before. What attracted you to Kevin Reynolds' version?
Well, Evie, he's a director that I've admired. He's a veteran of cinema. And what he's done here is he's delivered a film whereby we are carried through the story of Christ with the crucifixion, resurrection, and the ascension. But it doesn't feel like a Bible movie. And if you're a believer or non-believer or a skeptic, I think you're going to enjoy it.
In the core scene of the movie, Jesus asks your character, what are you afraid of, or what are you frightened of? And he says of not being right. Can you relate to that?
I think, yeah, he says, yeah, you're right. It's a lovely, humble and human scene. And here's Clavius, who's been such a rock-solid man of war, confronted with the idea of forgiveness and confronted with the idea that there is a life elsewhere.
In a time of religious tensions all over the world, what do you think a movie like this would do for our consciousness?
Well, it seems to me there's always been and will always be tension and different interpretations. As sad as that is, I hope that this movie, in a very humble way, will allow audiences of believers and non-believers to sit in the auditorium and enjoy cinema without getting into a fight. Because I think as a non-believer you can take things away, and as a believer it's true to Scripture, but at the same time it's an invention. And I think we need less polarization and more storytelling that invites everybody in.
My last question is, can you sum up your experience with working with Kevin Reynolds?
He's a collaborator. He's actor-friendly. He has a huge respect, and not a lot of directors love actors, and he does. And he's been, for me, wonderfully collaborative, and also he knows how to move the camera, and he's an epic filmmaker. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Great, thank you, Evie.
Thank you.